with a big private gym. I know there's a lot of things that we could accomplish, and there's a lot of things that we could give back, not only to our people, but to our community. The first Benavidez boxing gym, the one in Burien, he paints them all himself, so he's a talented brother. So but yeah, this is my dad's design, you know what I mean? This is actually my first time, you know, starting training camp here in this.
See, everybody talking about so that's boxing at its finest right there. You heard it. They said it. Make that bad. Everything on the line. You know, that's old school right there. That's everything on the line.
Need to know about Gervonta Tank Davis going over to the Benavidez's. That's right, Jose Benavidez Sr. to coach him for his next fight in the fall. And we're talking about October, September at the early.
Gervonta, Tank, Davis, and David Benavidez have officially joined forces for a huge training camp before making their returns. Two of boxing's biggest stars are now working together in the gym, and excitement surrounding this partnership is already growing fast.
You ain't gotta throw hard, bro. Just touch him.
Throw like sevens, 6s or 7s.
Throw hard when you got him.
Yeah.
But when everybody fresh, just touch him. Cause you a big presence, so you ain't gotta do a lot. You just jab, just get him in position, ping, ping, ping. All right, I'll be back to get that later. And just be patient. Your game will go up 30, 40% just on that. A lot of times what you do, you come in, you can see it.
This isn't just speculation anymore. Jose Benavidez Sr. has made the partnership official on social media, sharing videos of Tank training hard and even revealing fresh team gear that confirms this collaboration is the real deal.
And it's official. He's going over to Jose Benavidez Sr., the father of Jose Benavidez Jr., and most notably, the father of David Benavidez. I'm not sure if he's completely departing from Calvin Ford tutelage, but it's official. I just saw on Jose Benavidez Sr. Instagram and on his socials, he's showing Gervonta Tank Davis working out in this video and announcing and marketing the new Gervonta Tank Davis on Team Benavidez merchandise. Now, he had a few videos out there showing Gervonta Tank Davis working out and all those things, and I promise you, he could not have made this announcement without Gervonta Tank Davis's blessing.
Meanwhile, Sean Porter and his team give Jose Benavidez Sr. the respect he deserves. They acknowledge the great work he's done with David and Jose Jr., but they also begin asking whether this move is truly the right fit for Tank and how everything would actually work in the gym.
Like, I feel like Jose can definitely train his son. I'm not sure about everything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We seen him train Jose and David, and then also
Pacheco and Rayo.
Jose Rayo, yeah, and Pacheco as well. You know, Pacheco isn't with them,
and they both are going.
Yeah.
And yeah, they both are.
Yeah.
The mutual respect between Tank Davis and David Benavidez has been building for quite some time. They've openly praised each other before, even during media events for past fight cards. Now that this shared training camp is official, the excitement is undeniable. There's clear chemistry between them, and the hype around this partnership continues to grow.
This is a dream come true for me. You know, I've always been wanting to fight on a card with Gervonta Davis, and now that we got it set up, this is going to be the biggest card of the year.
I won the David Benavidez fight before, I think when he fought Caleb Plant. And at first I didn't know that, you know, he was one of them guys till I actually, you know, went to his fight and put the earphones on and, you know, I was close up. So I'm definitely excited to be on a card with someone like him, a guy just like explosive. So I feel as though like even if during the 15th, the pay-per-view was $100, it's worth it.
And dude, their photo ops together, you can tell that there's a genuine like and respect that they have with.
With that in mind, Sean Porter shares his thoughts on what may have influenced Tank's decision, explaining that for a fighter at his level, feeling comfortable in the gym and having complete trust in a trainer can be just as important as technical knowledge, especially once you've already reached the top of the sport.
I feel like he's comfortable with Jose. And just telling y'all what I know, sometimes that's all it takes. Whatever's going to get this light flip up, turned on, and keep it on, sometimes it's comfort. I just need somebody that I feel comfortable with, that I can be myself with, and that, you know, when I'm ready to move, they moving. When they ready to move, I'm moving. And I feel like he thinks he has that with Jose.
Taking a step back, the discussion shifts to Tank's longtime relationship with Calvin Ford, the coach who has been in his corner from day one. Sean Zittel and Sean Porter recognize Ford's huge influence on Tank's journey, from his early days in Baltimore to becoming a world champion, and how he's remained by his side through every challenge along the way.
I don't add up the beef with him and Calvin Ford, really. I guess Calvin may have done an interview or two that Gervonta didn't like, but it's like, that
made no sense, man.
Calvin is a good trainer, even though Calvin didn't move the needle for Jahan Ingram over the weekend. Jahan Ingram lost to Devin Cushing. It didn't look like Calvin had a big impact on him winning. He wound up losing to Devin Cushing. Devin Cushing, bigger guy anyways. But when I saw Truck do that, I go, okay, so Calvin has an imprint. He has a system. There's a way a guy he builds from scratch in the Baltimore amateur program looks. And so that made me lend more credence to Calvin's work.
Eddie Hearn has now shared his thoughts on all the drama in the lightweight division, and he's clearly not impressed. He dismisses the endless social media exchanges between Shakur, Haney, and Tank as nothing but unnecessary noise, saying the real disappointment is that the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch still hasn't happened.
I can't keep up with it. Do you know what I mean? Because one day he's fighting him, then he's fighting him, then he wants to fight him. It's like, it's Devin against Rowley, then it's Rowley against someone else, then it's Devin against Keyshawn, now it's Tank against Devin, then it's Shakur against Tank. I don't know. I mean, can we just see something?
Which one has the most probabilities of happening out of all of that you just said? Shakur, Devin?
Honestly, none of them.
According to Eddie Hearn, that's the biggest fight the lightweight division can make because of the history and bad blood that still exists between them. He says everyone seems focused on chasing the biggest names, while the fight that makes the most business sense is already there waiting, and it's surprising that nobody has made it happen.
Let me tell you this, right? The fight that should be happening, this is the most idiotic thing, that this fight is not happening. It's Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney. That is the fight with the narrative and the history and the beef, like the first fight, the drugs test, the fathers, like that's the biggest fight out there. Yeah. But the problem is at the moment, these guys, and good luck to them, they want to price themselves out where the numbers don't work or exist. So the money that Devin would want to fight Tank.
Schofield believes Tank is avoiding the toughest challenge and says the talk about Haney is simply a way to distract fans from asking the difficult questions. His team insists Tank is choosing safer paths, and they aren't afraid to call out what they view as a pattern of smoke and mirrors. It's the kind of verbal battle that keeps the division buzzing, even though none of the major fights have been officially signed.
It's a duck. A duck is a duck. He just needed a big diversion to make people believe and look away from him ducking his mandatory person. He ducked us before he had the Roach fight, too. He ducked us over a year. So a duck is a duck. That's all I have to say. Because if Keyshawn's supposed to be fighting Devin, why he calling out Devin? If he not moving up to fight Shakur, why he calling out Shakur? And he has a mandatory, so he preferred to give up his belt. So thank you. We have no problem becoming a world champion. The boogeyman left. He ran. So that's all that shit is smoke and mirrors. They've been calling each other out for years now. All of them. Has it ever happened?
Schofield also questions the reported Davis-Haney negotiations, arguing that if Tank already has a mandatory title defense to fulfill, it doesn't make sense for him to be pursuing other fights at the same time. He challenges the logic behind the rumors, saying the timeline and obligations simply don't match the story being presented. To him, that's another reason to doubt whether the fight is genuine or just more speculation.
Stop. Didn't the WBO mandate Keyshawn to fight Devin?
You can't even be.
No, Devin can't even be in negotiations with nobody if it's mandated. So that's a lie.
Not if he plans on dropping the belt.
All I'm giving y'all is facts. If the WBO mandated a fight, Devin and them can't be negotiating with nobody. Can't be getting offered. He got to be negotiating with Keyshawn because they got like 30 days to come to an agreement. So
does that fight need a title on the line?
No, it don't need no title on the line. Number one, if the WBO mandated, it's a title on it.
On the positive side, Schofield isn't allowing Tank's situation to slow his career down. He's already targeting a fight with Lucas Body while also watching the winner of a possible Roach versus Cepeda matchup. He says that although facing Davis would have been a huge opportunity, he's not willing to wait around for something that may never happen. Instead, he's staying busy, taking on tough opponents, and earning his reputation one victory at a time.
On to the next. We'll be fighting Lucas Body, then hopefully Roach or Cepeda, the winner of that. Life moves on past Tank. Tank stops nothing. We just had to go through that to free up that belt so the lightweight division ain't hostile.
Schofield also shares his frustration, explaining that he and his team were completely ready for a potential fight in September or October, only to watch those plans fall apart. He says they had prepared everything, worked out the timeline, and were ready to sign the contract, but the matchup never came together as expected. It's a difficult spot for any rising contender, especially when a career-changing opportunity seems so close.
I'm not gonna lie. I gave Tank the benefit of the doubt. I was like, yeah, like we about to fight. We were shooting for September? September, October. Then, my dad and team come back, they're like, hey, like, it's looking shaky right now. It look like he's not gonna accept the fight. Nah, he's just probably going through some stuff legally and all this other stuff. Come to find out, he's over here sending offers to Devin's team and stuff like that. So, like my dad, like I said, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. My dad was saying, like...
Speaking about the physical matchup, the host highlights the noticeable size difference between the two fighters, pointing out that Devin Haney can weigh close to 180 pounds on fight night. That kind of size advantage raises questions about how much the weight cut affects him and whether dropping all those pounds impacts his performance in the ring. It's an important factor to consider, especially against naturally smaller opponents who don't have to sacrifice nearly as much to make weight.
Else check. Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson weighing pretty much the same, walking around like Shakur and Gervonta should be the fight. Shakur Stevenson 148 point whatever, while Gervonta Tank Davis is 147. They are both walking around the same. Those guys are the same size. And Keyshawn Davis being in the mid 150s, that makes sense. But you notice who didn't do a skills check, and that's Debo. Funny thing is, Bill Haney did. He's like, I'm 200 pounds.
Looking at the possible outcomes, Showbiz the Adult describes a dream scenario for boxing, where Shakur Stevenson defeats Devin Haney before facing Gervonta Tank Davis in what could become a historic run of fights. It's the type of storyline every fan dreams about, with two elite fighters in their prime battling to prove who truly owns the lightweight division. Showbiz believes that if everything falls into place, boxing could witness a series of matchups worthy of the sport's greatest eras, creating moments fans would remember for decades.
If Shakur Stevenson beats Debo at 144, if he beats him, and then fight Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur, no disrespect, brother. I'm sorry, but you're a sugar. You're a sugar. That's some Sugar Ray Leonard versus Wilfred Benitez, then Duran and Tommy Hearns and Hagler type shit. Hit the Tyson Bell. That's what that'll be. Neo Fimo, then Debo, then Tank.
That brings us to everything we know so far about Gervonta Tank Davis's long-awaited return to the ring. Whether he ends up facing Floyd Schofield or Devin Haney, one thing is certain: Tank's comeback is shaping up to be one of boxing's biggest stories. While talks have taken place for both matchups, nothing has been officially confirmed, and his return still depends on resolving his legal situation. A fight with Floyd Schofield would be a dangerous challenge against one of boxing's unbeaten rising stars, while a showdown with Devin Haney would be one of the biggest blockbuster fights the sport can make today. Now we want to hear from you. Who should Gervonta Tank Davis fight next? Floyd Schofield or Devin Haney? Which matchup are you most excited to see, and who do you think wins? Let us know your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest boxing news, fight breakdowns, predictions, and exclusive updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and enjoy the fights.